Welcome. I'm Lenore Kulek, and this is Look Great, Feel Great, the Fitness, Health, and Beauty Show. I'm glad you could join me for the exercise and information to keep you looking and feeling your best. Yoga is more popular than ever today, and I think the reason is that it not only works the body physically, but also the mind and the spirit. And I'd like you to experience it today with a registered yoga instructor named Laurie Frost. And she'll teach it for all levels. So even if you're a beginner, feel comfortable working out with Laurie as you experience yoga today.
So finding a comfortable seated position so that your spine is being nice and elongated. Sometimes sitting on the edge of a pillow can help with this. Or if this is uncomfortable, you can always just sit in a chair. So closing the eyes for a moment and just taking 3 deep breaths in and out through the nose. So breathing in. And as you exhale, relax the shoulders away from the ears. And 2 more. Allowing yourself to forget about your day, any responsibilities, coming into the body and into the present moment. And then you can lower your chin to the chest and gently circling the neck, dropping the ears down towards the shoulders, and allow the breath to continue to flow. And you can reverse, circling the other way, softening the muscles, relaxing the mind. And the head comes back, center, lengthened through the crown of the head, as if there's a string pulling right up through the middle of the skull. So now we're going to move on to our hands and knees. So this is called a tabletop, just like you're a coffee table. Finding a nice flat back. And beginning to warm up the spine, we'll inhale, bring the head and the tailbone up. Exhale, arching the back, tuck the tailbone under, just like a cat. And inhale, gazing up. And exhale, arching the back. So if any of these movements don't feel right to your body, or if you feel any pain, you could always stop or come to a rest. And then we rest back into child's pose. And this is a relaxing pose, relaxing the forehead. And raising back. We'll curl the toes under, coming to our downward dog pose. If this bothers the backs of your legs or your low back, you can bend the knees. And lower back down, finding your table, warming up the body. 2 more like this. And sitting back onto the knees if this is comfortable. And we'll come up onto the knees, and we're going to come to a standing position. And see if you could do this without using your hands. So grounding your weight, using the strongest muscles of the body to help you stand. Good, so we find our mountain pose. The spine is elongated once again, shoulders are rolled down away from the ears. And take a breath. And we'll inhale to extended mountain. Try to keep your shoulders relaxed. And exhale, relax the arms down. And again, flowing between the postures and allowing the breath to continue to flow. If you feel comfortable, you could bring the hands all the way together. And exhaling as you come down. So this time coming up, we'll come to a side stretch called half moon pose. And holding for a breath. Feel all the spaces in between your ribs. And inhaling. And exhale to the opposite side. Inhaling center. And exhale, releasing down. Bring the belly in towards the spine as you do this. And we'll open the legs to a wider stance. Turning your left foot out, open the arms, and we're coming into Warrior Two pose. So you'll bend the front knee over the ankle, so there's a 90-degree angle, and turn the head to gaze over the middle finger. You could always use a wall, bringing your back foot against the wall for support, and taking a breath, relax the shoulders. And we'll inhale, straightening the left leg, reaching out through the arm and spiral down. This is called triangle pose. If this bothers your neck, you could gaze towards the floor. Eventually, the head comes to look towards the outstretched hand. And breathing. And inhaling up, we'll come to an opposite stretch, crescent pose, bending that front leg. And again, feel all the spaces in between your ribs, deepening the breath. And come back to center. The feet come back forward, and we'll pivot to the opposite side. The arms open, turn the head, bending the knee over the ankle. And you want to find a nice 90-degree angle here. Relaxed in the shoulders. And straighten the leg. We'll reach out, inhale, and exhale, spiraling down. Balancing both sides of the body. And inhaling up. Exhale, ground your feet to the earth. And we'll come back to center. Both feet will pivot forward. So we're going to take a fold to release the back. Inhaling. And exhale, slide down the legs. Now again, if this hurts your back, or if you have pain in the hamstrings, bend the knees. But relax the neck, give it a shake out. That's if you're saying no. And one more breath. And inhale, slowly rolling up. Bring the shoulders up and back. Inhaling up, exhaling back. And you can toe, heel your feet back together. Good. And we're going to come into a balancing pose. So with balancing poses, you want to find a spot about eye level. and sinking the weight into one foot. So you can use a prop for these poses, or you can do this on your own, or even coming up against a wall. So if you had a tie, you could wrap it around the foot as we bring it up and extending the leg. The tie comes around the foot, or you can use your hand here. Now obviously this is a little more advanced, but you can bend the knee, and holding the tie in front would help you to extend the leg. As you come out, you slowly come back down. And again, with the opposite side, just shifting the weight, lifting the leg, taking your time. This helps develop poise, patience, concentration, focus. And slowly coming back down, bringing the feet back together. We'll inhale the arms back up. And exhale, folding down. Relax the knees and sliding, coming all the way back up with the inhale. And exhale, relaxing down. Good, so we'll come back down to the floor. Finding your pillow. If this is comfortable, the feet come out in front. You want to flex your toes, but once again, you can bend the knees. So an option here is placing a pillow under the knees as well. And we inhale up. Exhale, folding forward, allowing gravity to naturally bring you down. And reaching your chin towards your ankles, so you keep the back of the neck nice and long. Enjoying the opening of the body. And sliding back up the legs. You can release the pillow. And we'll come into a reverse tabletop position. So the feet will come together. You can turn on your mat. Bring the hands slightly behind you and lifting up. Drop the head back, squeeze the buttocks towards the ceiling. Feel the strength of your legs. And slowly rolling back down. Take your time. Good. And the feet come out in front. And we're going to come to roll down the mat in segments. So taking a breath in. And slowly shifting back a few inches. Press your feet to the floor. And breathing in. And slowly coming back down towards the floor. And one more. And rolling all the way down onto your mat. And you could extend the right leg up towards the ceiling. Flex through the feet. Imagine you're balancing something on top of that right foot. And then bend the knee, wrapping the hands around the front of that leg, stimulating the digestive organs. Taking a breath here. And extend that leg back out. As the left leg comes up, flex through the foot, relax the belly and the back to the floor. Taking a breath, pressing through the heel, drawing the toes towards the face, and lowering down, and then draw the knee into the chest. And releasing the back. Good. And extending the leg back out. So we'll come over onto our stomach and working with a pose called Cobra. The hands will come under the shoulders, squeezing the elbows in. Relax the chin or the forehead to the floor. Take a deep breath as you press into the palms. And exhale, slowly raising up. Relax the shoulders. Notice your low back. If this bothers you, you could always come back to a resting position. And one more breath, and slowly lowering down. Good, and once again pressing back to your child as a counter stretch. And we'll come back to our hands and knees. So taking one more balancing pose on the floor, you'll extend your left leg and your right arm, drawing the belly in towards the spine. Imagine you're reaching out through the fingertips and through the toes, elongating your extremities and lowering back down. Don't forget to breathe. And the opposite arm and leg come up. And just notice if it feels different on one side of the body than on the other. Good, and lowering back down. And we're going to shift back to our seated position. Bringing the soles of the feet together, butterfly, the knees up and down. And we're going to come into a fold. Lengthen the spine. And don't worry if your knees are far away from the floor. They'll eventually begin to float down. So breathing in, and with the exhale, you fold forward. Allow your elbows to come against the inner thighs. Open the mouth so you're not clenching your teeth. And just letting go. And inhaling back up. Once again, enjoying the movement. And the hands will come on the top of the shoulders. The elbows come together as you inhale. And exhale, draw them behind the back. And relaxing the arms down. We'll bring the feet in front. The hands will come behind you. And we'll just gently windshield wiper our knees from one direction to the other. So inhaling center, exhaling. And inhale center and exhale. Good. And then coming over to the side, we'll take a stretch up in the arm and the opposite side. And if you want to go deeper, you could extend all the way up, stretching through the whole side of the body. And last one. Good. And once again, turning, coming onto your back. And this time, both legs come up, flex through the feet, slowly lowering towards the floor, feeling your abdominal muscles. And draw the knees in. Wrap the hands around the fronts of the legs and just gently rocking from side to side, softening the back. And we'll come into a final spinal twist as you open the arms, drop the knees to one side. And breathing. And inhaling back to center. And exhale to the opposite side, stacking the knees one on top of the other. And inhale back center, hug the knees in again. Bring the chin to the chest, curling to a ball. And then extending out, we come into our final relaxation. And this is where you allow the whole body to release. Letting your body relax to the earth. Closing the eyes. Softening fingertips and toes. Allowing the breath to settle. So at the end of our practice, we draw the knees back in so we can roll to the side, protecting the spine, using your hand to help you back up to a seated position. Finding a pillow if this is comfortable. And once again, lengthening the spine. You could relax the hands on top of the thighs. Closing the eyes for a moment. And take a deep breath. And knowing that you're perfect, just the way you are. There's nothing to change, nothing to fix. And the palms come together in front of the heart. And honoring the beauty that is within ourselves and that is also within all other beings. We say namaste. And I thank you for joining me in the yoga practice for today.
I'd like to thank Laurie Frost for being our guest instructor today. I hope it made you feel that you'd like to try yoga on your own, that you won't be afraid. Until the next time, this is Lenore Kulek saying, be your best, be fit.